Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What up? This is Shan, and this is Cozy Womb Podcast. This is Ari. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, Anya.
Hi.
What up? Hey, it's Shan, and this is Cozy Womb, episode 51, where we talk about kids, surviving our kids, parenting, and if you're not a parent, preparing you for what comes with that. This episode is about kids adjusting to newness. It could be new place, new school, new area, new people, just newness, and your kids. Leg up. So, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because my kids kind of had to adjust with some changes I've done in the last, I want to say 4 months. Good changes, yes. At the beginning, it didn't feel like a change, but now I know it was a change that had to be done. So, I changed their sitter. I changed the time that I spent with them. I was spending a lot more time with them. I changed my job, which changed my schedule. I had my mom here for like a month with them, so I can adjust. My 1-year-old has a new sitter, which she loves. And my 4-year-old has a new school, which she loves. Every time I go to drop her off, she's excited. Every time I go to pick her up, she's excited. As far as my daughter's bond with each other is closer now. My 1-year-old is in tears when I drop my 4-year-old off at school. It's so funny to me. But when they're together, they're like screaming matches back and forth. But, they're all smiles most of the time. I moved, so we have a new house. They're actually sharing a room. And they're in there right now sleeping. And I'm so excited about that. I don't have to share my bed. What else is new? We're in a new area. Everything's pretty close. Like, their school and their sitter is like minutes away from my house. What I'm trying to do right now is get a job closer to my house so I don't have to really drive downtown into traffic. Because one thing about where I live in Atlanta is hella traffic for no reason. The traffic could be around 12 o'clock to 3, and then from 3:30 to 7 o'clock, you could be in standstill traffic. If you do not know the back ways to get to shit, good luck, okay? The good thing about, my 4-year-old going to a new school is her aftercare is till 7 p.m., which gives me a big window to do things, a big window to run errands without her, a big window to pick up her sister and have one-on-one time with her sister. So as me being the parent, I'm going through changes and how I raise them and who I have them around, and they're going through changes. So it always comes up the question about why we don't go to Granny's anymore, why we can't be around this person, why they can't come here, why we left the old house, why did you get a new car? I'm just like, yeah, I got a new car. And my 4-year-old, she questions everything. And do I miss my truck? Yeah, I miss my truck. But it got to a point where the problems with my truck, getting it fixed compared to me just buying a new car. It made more sense for me to buy a new car, so that's what I did. So I'm happy with my decision. I don't like to be in anything I gotta question, anything I gotta keep an eye on, anything I just know is gonna give me a hard time if this happens. So I just went ahead and I got a new car. Right now I'm working one of my old jobs, but at the same time I'm looking for a new job. So that's going to be another change, and they're not really going to feel it that much, but at the same time I'm used to doing things a certain way and having certain things, therefore this new job has to be better than my old job. So that is a goal right now. I have a few interviews lined up this week, and I'm just really trying to get things done, get rid of things, put a lot of things in the past and just move forward. I'm inviting a new relationship in my life. That's going to be new. They met one of my daughters years ago for the first time, so they're going to meet my 1-year-old tomorrow. So that's going to be interesting, and I'm just being open and super optimistic about new people, new environments, new opportunity. And I'm leaving a lot of like old ways or old habits I had in the past. So my family could have a better future that's more positive, that's way healthier, that's super understanding, super open, not limited, and that's just what I want to do. And my new job, how I'm looking at it, I already have my do's and my don'ts, the things I'm not about to do. So I'm not about to work no inconsistent schedule. I'm not about to work a job that wants me to work weekends. It's not about to happen. Because I just went through like a month and a half of not having to work weekends, and I realized how much my old job was stealing from me as far as time working 10 hours on a weekend day. Like, I could be spending that time with my daughter. Like, there's so much that you could get done on the weekends in 4 hours compared to you being at work for 10 hours. And it's just like, you woke up, you saw the sun. By the time you get out, the office is damn near dark, especially now that it's winter. I'm so happy, like, my new house, I don't have to worry about having a huge front and backyard. Our yard is a great size for the girls, and it's completely fenced in. So if they're out there, I'm really not worried about them with that. I'm happy about that. I can have like barbecues here. There's great parks around. We went to a new park today. The girls loved it. I literally had to drag them to the car. So it's good. Today I voted early. That was fun. I took my 4-year-old with me so she can experience that. We posted our Georgia voter stickers. FYI, if you're one of those people who are not really into politics, like me, I just feel like when you get to politics, there's always going to be a lie with any candidate. There's always going to be BS with somebody. It's always going to be something said that they're going to do that they don't do. But it's mostly, for me, why I do is about being able to have a say in what I think. Being able to put, a dash where my opinion counts. And in Georgia, what they've been doing is if you've been registered to vote and you haven't voted, in a while, they're taking away your opportunity to vote in the future. And I don't want my opportunity taken away because I don't believe in, candidates, or I don't want to get into the politics, but there's too many people in our past, especially as brown folks, who fought for the right to share their opinion about how they want their communities to be. That's why I vote, because I don't want no one taking away my right to share my opinion. Not that I think that me voting is really going to make a difference in who does what in, my government, who does what as a mayor, who does what as this judge, who does what as this commissioner, who does what as this law. But you cannot say that I didn't fulfill an opportunity when it was given to me, so that's why I do it. Hopefully it does make a difference. Hopefully younger people my age, I am 31, get out there, especially if you have children, and share your opinion, vote, so your kids can see that you took out the time to do something that's quote-unquote important, that's quote-unquote going to make a difference, so they can feel like, hey, that's something important. I saw my mom do it or my dad do it, so I'm going to continue to do it. Because if our thoughts and opinions are not heard, we're going to have a lot of people making a lot of decisions on how we live that we may not like. Again, changes can be good changes as long as you prepare for them. When you have kids, you're not the only one being affected by a change. When they're used to being around certain people and they're not going to be around them anymore, don't close off, speaking to them and explaining that. I had to explain it to my 4-year-old why she couldn't be around, my 1-year-old's father, and she's been used to him being around before we had a kid, since she's been 3 months. And for her, it's kind of disappointing because that's the only father figure she's ever had, like, consistently in her life, as an example of that. And all of a sudden, since July, no contact, cannot see, cannot talk to, we just don't. And because that isn't her father at the same time, because it's the only father figure that she knew to be consistent, because her father is living, able, but he's just inconsistent, not responsible, and never been a good father figure for her. It sucks because it's kind of like, oh damn, now she really doesn't have like that male to look at, to feel close to anymore. But I have to weigh, what's the important thing to do as a mom, what's the right thing to do as a mom, and who's a great male representation to my daughter. Because I do not want to be that woman, that mother that allows any man to disrespect, abuse, talk to in a crazy way in front of my children. That's something that I'm not about to do. So that had to change. And to me, at first, yes, it was a blow. Yes, it was, a negative change. But at the same time, I'm glad that change happened, because who knows where it could have gone if it, continued, or we continued, or whatever. So that's a change that she's adjusting to so far. She's doing good with it. She doesn't really bring it up. And I'm just keeping an eye on her, and I'm just really honest with her about things. She knows, details that I wish she didn't know. But that's life. And as long as you honestly deal with certain changes with your children and you don't, tell them to stop talking about it or don't bring it up or don't ask me, don't do that. Don't do that. Just talk to them because kids are smart, they're intelligent, and they pick up on vibes from people, and they can pick up on good energy and negative energy. And I always want to give my kids good energy, and I always want to be honest with them. And I know that this world, kids have a lot of access to things that they shouldn't at a certain age, and I don't want this world teaching my kids, but I can teach them in the most truthful, honest way. So, changes are cool, but be mindful of your kids with those changes and be honest and grow. And that's all I have to say about that. And kids bounce back from anything. Good changes or bad changes, they bounce back. Just keep that door open for them to ask questions and get answers. My name is Shan. I'm just a mom out here living in this crazy 2018. And I'm just sharing good thoughts, smart thoughts, interesting thoughts that maybe can help parents, people thinking about becoming parents, and people going through similar things that I'm going through. And welcome change. Don't be scared of change. Welcome change, because whether or not you're ready or you're not ready, change is going to happen. Deuces. This is Cozy Womb. Thank you for listening. Bye.